the reason we had Rachel Zegler on the docket is she's an asshole. That's number one.
You called her a pig?
She's a pig. I know, I'm harsh. Sometimes I really
She's
get
a
on
young
her
girl.
roll. Oh, fuck her.
We've called people slam pigs, so.
There we go. Thank you. Anna gets it.
No, I know. But I just mean she's, it's actresses aren't known for their
So annoying. I know, she's dumb. She's young and she's dumb. But maybe she'll learn. You know what? Whatever I called her, it worked.
Megyn Kelly just took another shot at Rachel Zegler on the Red Scare podcast. And let me tell you, it's a masterclass in calling out Hollywood hypocrisy. Zegler, best known as the woke Snow White nobody asked for, has made a name for herself by insulting half the country and then crying victim when people push back. In this breakdown, we're diving into Kelly's fiery takedown, the banter with Anna and Dasha, and why Rachel Zegler perfectly embodies the entitled elite of modern Hollywood. Grab your popcorn because this one is as satisfying as it gets. Let's get into it.
You had Rachel Zegler on the docket too. I think actresses should be quiet.
I'm
I
sorry,
understand
she's
why.
such an asshole.
What
Is she the one that's on the cover of Cosmo with the cover story authored by Jack Antonoff?
I don't know. I
Is
just
that
know
the
of her
same girl?
stupid statements in the
Let me
news.
look this up.
Yeah, I think actresses should be quiet. And
I love that.
You can be hindered. And I understand why I've been hindered in my career as an actress for being a media personality.
Have you? Do you feel like they've silenced you?
Just, it's not ideal. It's a liability. People don't like liability.
Does your agent say, Tasha, shut up?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Sure does.
He sure does.
Of course.
But I think things will shift and,
Right. Well, right now they're looking for Trump supporters for movies, for television shows, for The View. Like now they can be like, we hired Dasha. What do you mean? We're fair and balanced.
Well, now that I think just any kind of commentary will make you a liability.
So the reason we had Rachel Zegler on the docket is she's an asshole. That's number one.
You called her a pig?
She's a pig. I know, I'm harsh. Sometimes I really
She's
get
a
on her
young
roll.
girl.
Oh, fuck her.
We've called people slam pigs, so.
There we go. Thank you. Anna gets it.
No, I know. But I just mean she's, it's actresses aren't known for their
So annoying. I know, she's dumb. She's young and she's dumb. But maybe she'll learn. You know what? Whatever I called her, it worked.
She apologized.
She did a 180 after I attacked her, and she deserved it. You deserved it, my dear. Hopefully you'll grow up soon. You should listen to the Megyn Kelly show. It will help you. So she came out and took a large dump on half of the country. Everyone who voted for Trump. I remember her words.
She hopes they know no peace.
And here's where the mask really slips. This kind of rhetoric isn't just obnoxious, it's dangerous. Wishing no peace on millions of Americans simply because they voted for Trump, that's not brave or edgy, it's divisive and hateful. Hollywood types like Zegler think they can insult everyday Americans from their gated mansions and still expect those same people to fork over $20 for a movie ticket. It's kind of insulting. If you want us to support your career, maybe don't trash us every time you open your mouth. The hypocrisy here is hilarious.
Something really,
and that Trump knows no peace. The man's already been almost assassinated twice, so maybe check the rhetoric. So I attacked her, and then she came out and she said, I apologize. Like I went too far. But it wasn't sincere because she's had a long history of saying woke, annoying things. Our new Snow White and my team, my helpful team, pulled this thought from just Soundbite, Sound on Tape, S-O-T, from December 2023, in which, I would say she leans into her role as both victim and heroine. Listen.
And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces.
I don't even know where to start with this one. Comparing yourself to a winged victory, a literal masterpiece of ancient art? Rachel, let me be clear. No one's lining up to see your cracks and flaws. They're tuning in to see if your acting can outshine the train wreck that is your public persona. These overdramatic metaphors might fly in Hollywood echo chambers, but to the rest of us, they're cringe-inducing. Stick to playing pretend on screen, Rachel, and leave the philosophy to people who actually understand it.
And people still line up to see her.
Oh my God.
And I can only hope.
What does that mean?
That despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere And everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
I mean, she's an actress. They do that.
she's
Can
a
you
young
please
girl.
analyze that from an actor-director perspective?
That's what actors, that's how they are. They're emotional. They're,
Was that acting?
They're porous.
yeah. I mean, but
Like,
no.
could you do that?
Should I start crying? Yeah, they're poor. Yeah, they're porous. They're like, they're not known. They're not intellectuals.
No.
This hits the nail on the head. Actors aren't intellectuals. They shouldn't pretend to be. Their job is to deliver lines and emote convincingly, not to lecture us on political or social issues. Rachel Zegler's public statements often sound like someone who spent too much time soaking in Hollywood groupthink and not enough time in the real world. The problem isn't that actors are emotional, it's that they mistake their emotional instincts for profound insight. This is why people roll their eyes when someone like Zegler gives interviews filled with performative moralizing. It's shallow, uninformed, and reeks of entitlement. Just because you can cry on cue doesn't mean you have the answers to society's problems.
My friend Melissa Francis is a childhood actor. She was on Little House on the Prairie. She and Jason Bateman were like the new Ingalls kids when the originals aged out. So they had to bring in new ones. So she and he starred together, and she's amazing because she still gives her children a hard time when they fake cry. Like, really?
That's what you have to do. You have to laugh at them, and then they break out into a chuckle because they
She's
know.
like,
that
can I
they're
see a
faking
real
it."
tear? I would produce true waterworks. You're going to have to up your game if you're going to be in this family.
You
Kids
can't
are
just
the best
contort your face.
actors. As a friend of mine put it, kids are stupid but intuitive, and they can see through you every single time. And I think that's what actors are too a lot of the time.
Stupid but
Yes,
intuitive.
yeah.
They have a different kind of intelligence.
This might sound harsh, but it's painfully accurate. Hollywood actors often confuse their emotional instincts for intellectual brilliance. Just because you can cry on command doesn't mean you're a thought leader. And Rachel's a perfect example of this. Her intelligence seems to begin and end with memorizing lines. Hollywood wants to keep pretending its stars are cultural philosophers. They better find someone a lot more convincing than Zegler. Right now, all she's doing is proving the point that actors are emotional and out of touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Well, what did you think of the Oprah town hall with Meryl Streep? Madam President. Oh, I mean, Madam Vice President. Oh, did I say President?
I didn't watch it.
Good for you.
Megyn Kelly's takedown of Rachel Zegler is just what we needed, a reality check for Hollywood's elite. Zegler isn't some misunderstood genius, she's a self-absorbed actress who can't handle consequences of her own words. Kelly's unapologetic critiques cuts through the noise and exposes the hypocrisy of a celebrity class that's more interested in virtual signaling than entertaining. If you're as tired as I am of these unintelligent Hollywood sermons, hit that like button and let's keep calling out this nonsense together. I'd also love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions down in the comments below if you agree or disagree with a lot of the points made here. This is a place for discussion. Thank you for watching and we'll see you guys in the next one.